we're at section 18, 17, 18. We're running about a 24-hour wind. We're hunting into the wind as best we can. And you know that this wind will foul up the pattern on your shotgun. So we know we're going to have to be right on today. Okay, we're ready. Now you'll notice that Ace is real patient. Come on, Ace. Come on, Ace. Bring it here. Come on. Good boy. Well, Kim, it's good to see you again.
Thank you.
Now, you know, we talk a lot about checking a gun before you buy it. Mm-hmm. And what's the first thing you want to check about?
Patterning your gun.
No. Before you buy the gun. Okay, we'll start.
Okay.
Fit.
Fit? Oh, fit to me. All right.
Yeah,
I was going to say money.
Doesn't fit you. Okay. Anyway, so what's the first thing you want to check out a gun when you take it off the shelf and you maybe want to buy it?
How it fits to your body and how it feels to you.
Okay. I'm going to open up the safe.
Okay.
Okay, now. And of course, with gun safety, even though I know this gun is unloaded,
okay,
because I put it away,
right,
I am still going to break it.
Okay.
Now, here is the gun. Mm-hmm. What's the first thing you're going to check for?
How it fits to me.
What part of your fit?
Oh, the length of pull.
Okay, show us how you do that.
You place it right here in your arm, and you bring your trigger finger up, and this gun is too large for me, obviously.
Too long in the stock.
Okay, and my finger should be right there, or the first line.
Mm-hmm. The first.
So this gun would be too big for me.
Would be too long.
Too long for me.
Right. Big is a whole different concept.
Okay, yeah, too long.
What do you mean, 40 pounds?
Right, well, in a way it is kind of heavy too,
yes.
But you know, yes, I see what you're saying. That's what it would be called.
Now, break it before you give it back to me.
Okay.
Now, as good gun safety, we always break the over and unders before we hand them back and forth.
Okay.
Okay, now this gun, as you can see, fits me.
Perfectly.
It's actually about a half an inch too long in the stock.
Okay.
Okay, but a half an inch, for me, I can work it. Now, most guns come out of the factory with a 14.5-inch pull.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, but just because I'm 5'8" and my brother is 5'8", doesn't mean that we have the same sleeve length or collar size.
Correct.
Okay, so now with that little difference, I can still mount it. Okay, but and even I notice I'm actually reaching. Okay.
Okay.
But not that bad.
And that's something we can do in the store.
Yes.
For sure.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I highly recommend it.
Okay.
Okay, now, we'll get another one out here.
One that maybe will fit me.
Well, we don't know. Now, here is an automatic. And before I give it to you,
Okay. All right. Let's see how this one fits. And it is really long.
it's about 2 inches too long.
Is this an
for you.
870?
Huh?
Is this an 870?
No,
Okay.
no. Okay, so,
Way too long.
right. Now, I check my length of pull,
Oh, wow. Okay.
and this is better than the other gun. Okay. So let's see if we can find one that fits you here.
Okay, that sounds good.
Well, let's see, I have another auto back here. As you see, I do have a little selection.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Okay, let's try this one. This one is, I like the, well, we're getting closer, but not quite, but
It's about a half an inch.
I like this too because it's lighter. It felt good when I got a hold of it.
Now, this is a youth model.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Now, let's discuss that for a minute. Youth models are made for the smaller people,
Right.
okay?
Or a woman, maybe.
Yes. And so if you're going down to buy a shotgun and you're a lady or you're taking your kid in, you should check for a youth gun. This happens to be the Weatherby 08
Okay.
in the youth model. It's a 20 gauge,
Okay.
okay? And this you can shoot more comfortably than you could the other one.
Right.
Now, we'll try another one. And this is, again, a youth model.
Okay. All right.
Right on the money.
Yep, right on the money.
So go ahead, shoulder that gun like you're going to shoot it.
Yep. Shorter. It's heavier than the other one.
Yes.
And it's also a 20.
It's also a 20 gauge.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, no, that's close. That's right on. That's a nice little gun.
So, when a lady is going down to buy a gun, I would recommend that she looks at the youth models first. Now, there is another thing. The heavier the gun, the less the felt recoil is.
Okay.
And so many people go and they buy a kid a 20 gauge right off the bat.
Okay.
I recommend the 28 because the recoil in the 28 is a lot less than a 20.
Oh, okay. Especially for the new person.
Right.
Okay.
And the 20 is almost the same recoil as a 12 gauge.
Oh, there's not a lot of difference in it.
Right.
Then.
So
Okay.
for me, I shoot a 12 gauge or I shoot a 28.
Okay.
And now, so you saw that length of pull.
Yes.
Okay, now here is another little item. We'll grab another one here.
Oh, and this is heavy. Whoa. It's attacking me.
Right.
Yeah, I could tell when I first picked it up, yeah. Not fits me at all. I'm barely hanging on to it, actually.
Right. So there is, and that's 4 different guns. And the length of pull is extremely important.
Okay.
And of course, the balance point on the gun.
Right.
But if the length of pull is good for you, you're going to shoulder the gun better, and therefore you can overcome if it's off balance.
Gotcha. And then you don't have to think so much about that when you're trying to keep your eye on your target or your bird.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now, we're talking that way, so again, I've just taken the gun out of my gun safe and just handled it.
Right.
But still, Gun safety keeps me alive in the field, and gun safety is my life. Now, if I'm in the field and we're hunting, if I hand you my gun, what should I do?
Have it cracked open.
Or if it's an automatic, have the chamber open.
Yes.
However, let's be honest about it. So many times you're in the field and someone will say, "Here, Kim, take it."
Right.
Okay, now, is you gonna let him drop it?
Right. So I should open it then.
Yes, yeah, but you got your other gun in your hand.
Oh, okay.
So if that happens, if something has come up, you hand it to, you keep the muzzle pointed in a safe direction.
Okay, right.
Always up in the air.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of times it's going to happen. Someone's going to hand you a gun by accident, and you're not in a spot where you can break it right then without pointing the muzzle at somebody else.
True. And if you have your hands full with your own gun.
Right. So keep the muzzle always in a safe direction.
Okay.
Okay, now some people, when they mount their gun, they'll swing it way out here and then bring it back. Okay?
I think I do that.
Okay, it's like with me, I just come right up and I'm right into the cup. But then, I've been shooting shotguns since 1948.
You're gonna date yourself.
So, that's okay. I'm an old man. So, when you're mounting, it's fine to practice, come out, and then come back in. Okay?
Yeah.
And always in the cup.
Right.
Now, picking the choke. Myself, my preference is I start my lower barrel, which I shoot the over and under, lower barrel first.
Okay.
Improved cylinder bore, and then I go modified.
Okay.
Okay, now if the bird is 20, 30 yards away, improved cylinder bore works just perfect.
Okay.
If the bird is getting out 35, 40 yards, then the modified gives me a denser pattern. And when I hit the bird, it's going to go down better.
Yeah, because it's traveling away from you generally, so you can. That's why you have the 2 in there on the over and under. You have
Right.
that
Now,
flexibility with that.
right. If I'm shooting a automatic, semi-automatic,
Yeah.
my choice is modified.
Okay.
And that's good for 20 to 40 yards.
Okay.
Now, we know if I'm shooting real ammunition that I'll shoot 40 or 50 yards.
Right.
I've already proven that to you.
Right. Well, we can get that out of that Rio.
You betcha.
Yeah.
Cleaner burning powder,
Right.
better patterns, and longer downrange killing power.
Right.
Now here we are at Rojagas Pheasant Club, and we're going to hunt over Roy for 5 pheasants. The wind is blowing up to 30 miles an hour, which is going to make a problem because the bird's nest is going to go up in the air and away, and it also makes your shooting a little harder. So I'm hoping I can hit the bull with both hands. So get comfortable and come along with us on a good, exciting hunt. And I would say, now this is Roy's first hunt this year. And I think he says, what are we waiting around for? So let's go hunting. Up. He saw the bird there. Whoa. Okay, I got him. He's hit.
Right in there. There you go, buddy.
Yeah. You see what the wind did to my shot? And I hit that bird both shots. You saw the feathers the first shot. Uh-oh, hang on.
Uh-oh.
Roy! Good, he went down. Here, Roy, Roy.
He's up again.
I know. Here, Roy, hang on. Here, Roy, here. Roy. Okay, good boy. Give a drop. 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 And this bird was stone dead.
There it is, right there. You see it? Right there? It just poked its head up right where Roy crossed. Straight in front of me. Now look here, 1 o'clock.
Okay. Ah, I see him.
I hit.
Whoa, good boy. Well, good boy. Okay. Give, drop, 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 drop. When a bird is running like that, there is no sense in pushing him with a dog. He'll stay just out of range. Well, Mountain Dan here at the end of the day. A rather disappointing day. We have 4 pheasants out of 6. And we would have done better, but this wind is blowing, I'm going to say 35 miles an hour. I was saying earlier 20, 35, and therefore it picks the bird's scent up and blows it away. So the dogs had trouble finding them, and these birds were all, okay, pheasants run in the wind, and these birds all ran. So we had birds we didn't get a shot at. They were 100 yards away when they wild flushed. But we did okay. I've got 4 birds to take home, so I'm going to eat good this week. And we're sorry you didn't see as many of the bird drops as we wanted, just the way it went. But we had a good hunt here at Rojagas. The other day I had somebody asking me how important it is to choose the right shot size and the right charge for your gun. And they said, what is DRAM? Well, DRAM is the black powder equivalent. That's the power it takes to force the shell out the muzzle of your gun. And 3 drams is actually better. And they talk about a balanced load. For instance, I shoot reel, and I shoot 7.5 shot, 1.25 ounce, and it is a balanced load. It gives me a good pattern at the range that I need to shoot, and it gives me good downrange killing power. Now, if I was shooting, say, a 3.5 or 4 dram equivalent, what happens is the shot is going out of the barrel, it gets deformed. So now you have little triangular pieces, you have some round pieces, and you have patterns that are ridiculous.